story plan, getting your self-love story plan together? Talk to us about that.
So I decided to do that series because I'm thinking, well, what should I talk about? I'm still growing my subscriber base, so I'm going to go over the topics that I have. So the self-love series is something the base off of, the heart of what I do. I think that we need to talk more about, the depth of what is self-love, understanding what it is, having the correct mindset, having a growth versus a fixed mindset, which I found to be paramount in this transformation process. When I started out, I had a fixed mindset, meaning skills are born and not built. You can't learn and grow. You are stuck with the abilities that you have. And I realized that I did develop that growing up because I thought, because my brother was always smart, but he was also, my mother allowed him to go to gifted programs and different extracurricular activities that I wasn't allowed to go to. So I always thought, well, he's so much more talented. He's getting to these programs. I'm just not like that. I'm just not that smart. I just So it's like I developed that self, and it was confirmed. So I talk about my self love influences, and the second is the self love influences. So the family approval wasn't there. On the video, the family approval wasn't there because you're a little bit slow. Maybe because you weren't in that gifted program. I was more social. I didn't really care about just reading. And the thing is, I love reading books, but I was just more of a social butterfly, get my energy from people. Although I'm learning to be more introverted too. But so with self-love experiences, the community, and that's another thing. Like my community, being from New York, you're never supposed to look weak. So we're not encouraging hugs. We're not encouraging let's talk about your feelings. No, how do you really? Let's talk about some psychology. No, we're not talking about that.
We're not getting in touch with self.
First of all, why are you so close? Second of all, why you want to know my business? It's like multiple questions that come along with let's talk. So, and then again, affirming experiences. My experience affirmed that, well, maybe you're not good enough. So, trying to, progress in life, trying to get accepted, to be accepted, trying to feel like I'm enough, and not feeling that way. But even still, because of my grit, and because I, had something in me, I was able to go to top schools, and I was able to get 5 scholarships to go to college because I realized I was able to put two and two together at an early age that I had to do this for my own because I ended up putting myself through college. So I knew that I had to figure out how to make this happen for myself. I couldn't rely on my mom.
Well, that is a major success right there. Right. Putting yourself through college is no joke, right, Karen? Oh my goodness. So I was looking at part one. Part one says self-love reflection, awareness of loving yourself more.
All the areas in your life that need some more love. So, go ahead. What was your?
No, I was going to ask you to elaborate on that.
Oh, so okay. So different areas in life that need some more love. So believing. So as I said, at the core of it all goes back to believing. Why don't I believe and that I can do more? Because I'm just giving an example.
Yes.
Because I got bad grades in college. I don't really like asking questions. People say there's so much information on the internet. I just rather not know than have to do all that work. So it's like, okay, so you need more love in terms of the confirmation of proving to yourself, you need to prove to yourself that you are capable, that you can do something. So it's about, so you just said it, it's about increasing your knowledge in certain areas. So that area needs to be okay, so you need to strengthen your ability to get things done. So understanding that you need to not be lazy and research whatever you need to research, or if your area in your life is lacking in terms of friendships, or why do I keep attracting certain type of people into my life? It's about, what do you think that you deserve? Do you think that you deserve people in your life who always need something from you, which was my experience? I realized that even after I leave in the household, I attracted people and family members who betrayed me in a very deep, deep, deep way. But that happened because I was desperate to belong. I was desperate to still feel like a family because I still never had that family environment. So because I was desperate to belong and I wanted to be loved, and I figured people would only want me around if they needed me for something. That's really what I thought. And anybody's problems except my own. So I was willing to embrace all of that.
Oh, this sounds like what we talk about at the end of the show all the time. Failure to go to the front of our own line. Always putting others first. Is that what you're saying?
It's the desire. So the area in my life that needed more love was not being desperate to belong. Mm-hmm. So putting yourself on the front line, but also not being desperate to belong. So understanding your value, having boundaries, and being okay with that, and that's coupled with being your own best friend. So how can you be okay with saying no sometimes, even though you may be spending holidays alone? Are you okay with spending the holidays by yourself? Like, no, why wouldn't you? Like, of course, it may not be your preference, but it's like, oh my God, no. Why is that such a reaction? You know what I mean? Like, why?
I saw that one of your first videos was you in the Santa hat talking about how to do the holidays if you don't have family. I thought that was a close family in the area or whatever. And I thought that was a phenomenal idea and an excellent subject because so many of us don't live close to, especially in California, don't live close to immediate family. So we do have choices as to who we spend the holidays with on a major level. And so I said, oh, this she's okay. I can get into this.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's not even just for people who are far away. It's just for people in general. Even if they're down a street or an hour away, it's like, is it gonna take away from your life? Like, why are you doing something that you dread? Seriously,
that's a question.
If you don't like having Uncle Jim over, why you have him over every holiday?
Because I have to, because I was figuring this out because I was trying for a long time. Like, why y'all still doing it if y'all hate going to these houses? But I have to because I'm like, no. What about your happiness? People will just do that for me. Mm-hmm. What about me? What do you like? Can you not do that for me then? It's like people are always asking you to sacrifice your happiness.
To make the sacrifice.
Sometimes you always have to be about you. Not saying that at all. But it's like, at what point do you put yourself first? At what point, no, I'm not coming over to them because I don't like you. I don't like you. And not to say like you have to say it like that, but it's just like, at what point do you put your foot down? At what point do you have a happy holiday?
Yes.
And it's just like, what will make your holidays bright? You don't have to be here. You can travel. You don't have to stay home.
So I was thinking, or you could take a virtual trip and just take pictures of you and other pictures of Hawaii like everybody else does on Facebook. But
no, but seriously though, but you don't have to. You choose to, and it's like it's kind of like you choose to torture yourself. So back to social media. So that when you go on social media, you're going to see that person boot up. You're going to see that person just flashing some money.
Whatever.
That person skinny. And it's like, so that you're about to be upset before you log on. So you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. You're setting yourself up to not feel good about yourself and for jealousy. So it's like, why don't you set yourself up to be happy? The same effort that you put into all that stuff. So what I do is like a 24-hour support system for yourself. And you're like, whoa, 24 hours, yes. So it's I have different podcasts, different YouTube videos, different meditation stuff. It's like, what do you need? Sometimes you need someone energetic, get it done, yelling at you. Sometimes I love yourself. Sometimes you need the spiritual guidance. Sometimes you need general conversation, but yet quality. And then sometimes you need the Zen music. Or sometimes you need a journal and have that available to you at all times. So it's like setting up a 24-hour support system that you always have access to and is not reliable on someone else because for at the beginning and end of the day, you only have yourself.
Karen, do you have some questions?
I'm listening.
This is Cindy. She's so quiet because Karen is a coach and she does journal and she does have workshops on how to journal because I'm not a journaler, Shay, and so
I have a tip for that too, because I'm not either. No, believe it or not, it's like because I always like wait, first, Karen, did you have a question? I don't want to.
No. I'm listening. I'm listening to good stuff.
Because there's a tip for you though, because I don't journal either. But what I found to be helpful is in the morning after I meditate, in terms of my breath, and then I meditate in terms of prayer, and then I meditate in terms of visioning myself of where I want to be in the future. And after those three meditations, it lasts for maybe 20 minutes, depending up to the individual how much time you have. I just sit still and I think about what affirmation speaks to me for that day.
Nice. Now, I do have those things going on, but when it comes to putting pen to paper, ladies,
hold on. So I got something for you.
What's that?
So the affirmation that comes to me, I have a daily affirmation, and I can have it accessible via Dropbox. So do you have so whatever kind of phone you have, and whatever so I just type the affirmation like, yes, I'm feeling this affirmation today because this it is. No, I question this affirmation. I don't really believe this yet and you just write the quick reasons, write a couple of 3 sentences or 5 if you like, and that's your journal. I'm not the type to like. I don't really like journaling every day. It's not therapeutic. It hurts my hand, and I'm just.
Well, it's just that I never got that deep. It's like, okay, I spend my 5 seconds on these, and now I'm ready to get on with it.
Right, but then also, but to keep myself on track and to keep myself in thought, because you don't want it to be too vague that you don't keep yourself on track. I have a daily routine tracker, and all I do is just mark the box X. So it's like, okay, so did you do your meditation, planning?
We have a checklist, yes.
And you just mark the X, right? And then what I do is I have a weekly review, which is what I do on Sundays. It's just 10 questions from 1 to 10. You rate yourself on how you did in 10 different categories. You rate yourself on how you did that week. The accomplishments, what books did you finish reading, what books are you on? And it's just a quick jot down. You could do something while on a commercial from a TV or something like that. Oh, it's just something that you can do 5 minutes real quick to keep you on track, because I'm like that too. I'm like, there has to be alternatives.
Yeah, we have that plan going.
I like journaling just because I've got so much thoughts happening in my mind that like just trickle over, like I'm falling over myself with them. That if they're not written down, they're just too much in my head and they just keep coming back up through the day. So for me, that's why I have to journal in the morning, because I just dump them there, and I got my end of day journal, which I can go back to and actually fill in things if things happen along the way. So for me, that's why journaling. I didn't even realize it was journaling, or never called it journal initially, but just been always a person who wrote things down as it come to me. So it ended up meaning that.
And maybe if I refer to it as that instead of journaling, capturing my thoughts, capturing the ideas, because I do have an idea box, and I put everything in the idea box. But yeah, so I guess that is a form. If that counts, does that count, Karen?
There's no written rule that it can't be a certain way. At least that's what I figured out for myself.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah, I have to do it the way it works for me and how it helps me, and it helps me look back at things and see where I started and where I am now, and all of that written out for me. So much has come to pass. So for me, that also gives me the juice to keep going.
And we talk about a lot about reframing words. Like we reframe exercise to activity. So now you're not all stressed out about, oh my God, I got to get out here and do all of this. Or you rephrase it. So even if you have to rephrase the word journal so that it doesn't feel like a large task, okay, I just need to capture my thought. Okay.
And maybe what's going on, Francine, is when I think of journaling, I think of, that 5th grade theme. You know how you had to write the theme in class, in English class, and it had to have a beginning, a middle, and a topic sentence.
And had a word, certain amount of words.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's why when people talk about journaling, maybe that's what's really coming up in me that's making me adverse to it. It makes me.
And this is something else that maybe you can do, and Karen, you may experience this as well. Whenever I'm experiencing resistance, meaning I'm trying to, go to the next level or do something, and it's something just keeps me back, the energy, something like, I just do a quick note in my notes app on my phone, like, I able to dissect it, like, okay, are you feeling self-doubt? Like, this is what the self-doubt is. So this is what you need to do, increase your knowledge, like research it more, ask for help, da-da-da-da. So I'm able to, like, as you said, Karen, get it out of my head onto my iPhone.
Yes.
And then taking it from there. So helping to unblock those about as we grow.
Right.
Oh, okay. So that's one way to get over the hurdle, to just write it down and say, okay, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it cleared up so much stuff for me. If I am stumbling, as Shay was saying, in a specific area, but a specific group, I ask myself those questions because I'm a questioner of Karen. Like, I question her to death about so many things because then when certain feelings come up, sometimes it's so hard to explain at the moment in time, especially if it's a little thing that I'm angry about that I shouldn't be blowing that specific emotion. I want to know where the anger is coming from because usually it's not a little thing, it's something else that I have addressed.
Nice.
Interesting.
We want to say hi to Pat, who's joined us,
Okay,
Pat Murray.
Her mic is muted.
We want to say hi to Pat Murray. She's joining us in on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. Just saying hello. This is our first go round out on YouTube, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Very
Not you in all those places, did you, lady? YouTube, Facebook, everything all at once. Twitter.
Yeah, it will eventually end up on Twitter/Periscope. So yeah.
And it's what you're saying about people listening to your broadcast after the fact. Like yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday or Saturday, a girl in my group was saying that I can't remember half of the things I said in my group, but she's like, I went back and I was just looking at all the stuff that I needed. I was like, oh, you went back.
I
So
know.
you're paying attention to the record. She's like, yeah, because I was just feeling so stuck and I realized I needed to go back and listen to certain things. I'm like, oh.
And sometimes we don't realize that when we're putting that out there, it's like, okay, well, there's nobody in the room, so shall I stop the broadcast? But somebody is being helped, just not right at the live moment.
Just like Shay, I went back and listened to all 4 segments of, getting my self-love plan together, and I know you talked about my mindset, you talked about, what do I really believe, and what was the 4th part where you talked about, get a plan. You said, here's the breakthrough plan. Be amazed at myself. And I think that's something that we don't do enough because I've been talking to Francine and Coach Karen about this a lot. We need to celebrate ourselves more.
Yep.
We are amazing. And Shay came and spoke at one of our meetups for First Monday. And she was just amazing. And I think that she doesn't give herself enough credit, because she has a plan when she comes. She knows what she's going to talk about. She tells us what she's going to talk about. She tells us, and then she told us what she spoke about. And that is key because we can only take in so many things.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this, Shay. What 3 things do you want to share with the audience that you want them to take away from today's talks?
So the first is you're not too damaged. And I think that's key in even wanting to begin. Because as I said before, can my type of pain be transformed into peace? And the answer is yes. People may think, but I've been through all this and I've been through that, and it's like you're not too damaged to change because you are still here.
Right.
Because you've been through all that you've been through, the operative word is through. You've been through. So even if your mind is still chained to that past, just know that you have physically gone through it. It's just time for your mind to catch up.
Right.
So allowing yourself that opportunity because no, you're not too damaged to change. The second is you're accountable for your own happiness. This means you can't victimize yourself. You have to take accountability for your actions and for your lack of action. So understanding that people can tell you, okay, but I know people can tell you how to get to where you want to be. Oh, no, but that's not it, because you don't want to accept that kind of accountability. You don't want that responsibility. You want the 3-step process that you're not ready for a 3-step process. That may not work for you. And so it's like, be accountable for you dismissing off the blessing. Be accountable for you receiving the blessing. Believe that you deserve it. Believe that you earn it when things are coming your way. Be accountable for your happiness. Also includes forgiving yourself. For your past as you go through this, because this is your happiness. So in order for you to be happy, you have to forgive. So not everything is perfect, right? So forgiving yourself. And then the third would be to fail forward. No matter what happens, like I said before, never give up. Like, just because one person may say no, but if that person has this kind of influence, it doesn't matter. Like, it's because that one person, may have that influence and you think you messed up, the person of character, do your best to change and move forward, and you can't always worry about things that you can't control. So learning how to fail forward, and no matter what you are going through, if you're stuck and you're having a constant struggle, I know that I was struggling for like over a year and a half before I decided to become a speaker, because the depth of what I had to go through, and because I had to build my own self up. But because I continued to fail forward, I was able to identify my passion and purpose, which is speaking.
Wow.
Okay. I love the idea of failing forward, because many people talk about the fact the quicker you fail, the quicker you get to success.
Yep.
Or the success on failures.
Just you get it all out of the way now so that you can get on with it.
Because there's new things you're gonna fail at. That's real life.
Well, the thing is, we can't be all things to all people. We can't, we just all have our talents and our skills where we shine more in one area than we do in others.
Yep.
I mean, we can look at the others as possibilities. Let's just say we have less success, not necessarily.
That term, be hurry up and fail and stuff like that. I had to learn to not take that literally, because I realized, because I'm a literal person and I take stuff back. I'm like, so you just said so.
I'm gonna fail, yeah.
Then hurry up and fail quickly. So I just tried. So in my head, I would try a whole bunch of things and say, okay, that didn't work. I'm still not successful. What's up? But it's about doing things of quality and moving forward, even if it doesn't work out. So because in my head, someone like me, the old me, who would say, okay, well, you said it's gonna happen. I tried, I got through it, and I'm still stuck. So it's like, but did you put any quality effort into what you were doing, or were you just trying stuff to see what would be a quick fix for you? So are you looking for a quick fix or a permanent fix?
And I think I understand what you're saying, because we had a speaker come to speak to one of our workshops, and the first thing he said was, that 99% of businesses fail. We're talking to brand new entrepreneurs. Stop that traditional introduction. Can we start with some encouragement? Yeah, so the person to your left and your right, like they do in college, they're not going to be here, next semester. Really?
Thanks.
They just looked at me. Okay.
You hired?
Yeah, so I get it. Yes, so it depends on where your mindset is at the time when you hear these terms and these cliches about failure, getting you to success quicker.
Yeah, it's about, like I said in my speech, it's about, people who weren't nurtured, like myself. You're desperate to unleash your best self, but you don't know how. You don't know boundaries. You don't know limitations. You don't know how to take things sometimes not to take things literally. So it's like, so coming from a mindset of a broken place, but you really want to do better, and you really just don't know what to do, and you're just looking for some help. Because I remember I tried that before. Like, okay, well, just hurry up and fail a lot, and then, you'll reach success. I'm like, but I've been failing for like 3 years, and I still didn't feel success. What happened? They missed me? Taxes? You know, like understanding, but wait a minute, but you weren't doing this with quality. Like you weren't actually putting in. But I wrote it down, but you weren't applying it. So it's like helping that unnurtured soul who wants to unleash the best version of themselves, but again doesn't know how.
I like what you said about quality effort, because there are people who are putting, okay, I'm going to do this, but like you say, they don't follow through on the work. They read all the books, and oh, I know it says this, but okay, did you actually stop and do the exercise that was in the book?
Yeah. Because if you're going to read a self-help book, you better got a pen and paper next to you. I mean, you need to got a pen and paper next to you if you want to read a self-help book. At least that's what I believe. Because how else would you, unless you're just reading the book to get a gist of it. So for me, the good books, I read them right through, and then I read them again with a pen and paper. Especially as a book I want to really get into and not be distracted and writing anything down. But then eventually I read back the book again because I'll set it up. You guys know like systems, so I'll probably have it written down somewhere that I'm going to be reading the second time. Second time around, like when I read, what was the book? I can't remember the name, but you guys know like I talk about it a lot. That I read the book like within a couple of hours. I just sipped. Will Smith had recommended a book, and I went in and bought it. Oh, I can't remember the book now. It's and The Alchemist. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. So I read the book. I bought the book. The only book was in the bookstore. The last book, I got lost where I was. I couldn't find my way around, and I just came out of my car, parked it, went through the door. There's the bookstore right there. The book on the front there. So I knew it was a coincidence. Pick up the book, card home, cancel anything else I had for the day, and just read the book. Just sat there, didn't cook dinner, I just read the book. And then I was like, what's next? Like I had nothing else to do. Like, what's next? And then I decided to read the book again. This time, pen and paper next to me, because I was just in awe. Like, and I couldn't read it right away. Like I got a couple of days went by because I was just soaking everything in. And I keep thinking, I keep remembering the shepherd. I'm like, if you had just listened to the first thing, and I'm like, wait, hold on, this is you. You didn't listen to the first thing either. You never do. Like you're over and over. Like this is how we are as a human being, right? We tend to be questioning the very thing that we're supposed to do that's going to get us to this next place. Forget failing. To get us to this next place that we're supposed to be. So this specific thing that seems so hard and so out of really it's not hard, it's just out of place because we've never visited that place. So now we're like, arguing to go to that place because we've never visited it. So it's frightening, it's fearful, it's strange. Really not what it is. At least that's what I think.
It's Kansas.
Wow.
Love The Alchemist. What do you like about it, Shay?
And I remember I first read The Alchemist when I was in going on my junior year in college. And all I wanted to do was ask her, did you read The Alchemist? I was like, no. It was life changing. I was like, whoa, this is so deep. I love. Now, I just started taking notes on books. I am not the
Oh, you read a book today?
No, because but when I was growing up and everything, I was just reading self-help books to just give me hope to make it through the next day.
Okay.
Because I just didn't have that time, the patience, or the mindset to care or think to take notes. Because I would have never looked at it again. I'm just like, I just need something to help me right now. I need to feel good right now. So I didn't start taking notes on my self-help books until this year.
I'm so loving to hear your point of view when you talk about this stuff because unlike you, I didn't have TV or a little distraction or radio or anything to listen to. So all I had was my books. So for me, when I hear a different point of view of how people read and they borrow books and take it in, I'm always fascinated because it's what I would think about them, right?
Yeah, but it was also from a broken place. Again, it was. This is all coming from a broken place. I didn't have the mindset. Couldn't think of like why would I take notes in a book? There's already notes on the paper. Like I'm good. So I'm just like it was just like it's too much too soon. And that's why within my modules, my self-love development modules is self-paced because you have to really realize sometimes it's too much too soon. And what you may think is like basic, for example, we'll go back to the hurry up and fail so you'll get to success.
Mm-hmm.
It's like common sense to you, maybe. Well, of course you put quality effort in, but that's not common sense to me. That wasn't common sense. So it's like you really do have to go back, and like that's why I'm like, your type of transformation that you need is possible, because you have to break down, like, you need to tell me, like, you break it down, like, this is where your mind and your heart needs to be. You have to be included within your top 3 reasons of why you want to take this self-love journey. Because if you are doing it for everybody else, what will happen if somebody else decides that you're growing too much for them if they want you to stop?
Yes, that's big. That's really,
major.
really big, because I think each of us come from some part, even though not all broken, but we take it differently when you're in your broken place. So everybody's broken glass, window, door is so different than the other person who was broken. Because if I've been abused and you've been abused, it's just totally different the way we take on our persona when after the deed is done. The shock phase, the grieving stage, and what I do next stage when those things are, happen to you. Everybody just, it's so different for everybody. So I'm always fascinated when I hear it from a different point of view.
This is really good. Um, there's been a lot of talk lately about bullying online, offline, wherever. And I was talking with Terry about it one day when we were walking, and it occurred to me that bullying actually begins in the home.
Yep.
And I was like, they're not going to say that on TV. They're not going to say that online, but the bullying begins at home in their private environment. Mom, dad, brother, sister, somebody, or either they might be bullying themselves, but it then carries over into the online world and into the at school and all of that. That bullying did not start at school.
It's a learned behavior. Is that what you're saying?
It started somewhere, and it had to be at home in that private environment, because who told you that you weren't good enough, so that when you go to school you cower down and you go like this and you don't stand up for yourself? You learned that at home.
Or the opposite, the people who feel that way, but then they showcase by bullying somebody else because they're feeling a little, inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
So because somebody at home been either abusing them, whether it's physically or emotionally. I think the emotional words, for me, it took me, I still hear them sometimes, but I think those stayed with me the longest. Like, just the words, like I can be good and just hear them pop up in my head.
Yeah.
I work through them. Like, there's just, you hear them. You see the person, even though they're not there, but and then
And so when you hear sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you, that's not true. And we've discovered that's really not true, because it's the words that are following us from the time that we can understand them through adulthood.
yeah, it's very hard. I think that's why when I got my kids, was one of the biggest things for me was like, if I'm so upset with them, I really go to the washroom, because I don't want to say things that I know they're going to hear in their head when they're in their 20s and 30s. So it might seem like they're getting away with something, but it's just because I don't want to use those words on them that I'm feeling that I want to use.
Yeah. And once they go out,
yes,
you cannot reel them back in.
They're like feathers. You cannot find them all. And Francine, you always say that the life you see today is framed by the words you spoke yesterday. So, what we're saying to ourselves as a result of what others have said to us, or what we've accepted, or what we chose to believe because we didn't know any better, or it started so early in our life that it keeps replaying, that we have to reframe that, and we have to unlearn it. Or unlearn when you become an adult.
Or you have to get some help, like with Shay, with her self-love breakthrough plan. Okay, you need some outside help a lot of times to break up all of this. Somebody needs to get through that, and you might need to call. And so if you need to reach out to Shay, or you need to reach out to Coach Karen. Now, Coach Karen is a money mindset coach. And a lot of times, what we have going on with self love rolls over into our money because, well, I don't think I'm worthy of that. And all of a sudden, now your money is all jacked up because you're jacked up in your thinking.
Mm. Okay, that's real.
And so, Shay, how will your breakthrough plan help someone?
So the self-love breakthrough plan will help you figure out in terms of your heart your body, and your mind. So it's a self plan that helps you to go from A to wherever you want to be. Do you want to go to D yet? Do you want to go to Z? It's for you to define your happiness. For you to figure out where do you want it to go. I'm not going to tell you how to love yourself. That's for you to figure out how to love yourself and what it is that you need. So it's for someone who wants to define their happiness, wants to embrace self-love and release anxiety and learn how to practice forgiveness. I think that with the plan is definitely a jump starter on their self-love journey.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you, when I'm looking for for answers, I want to talk to someone who's already been through it and come out the other side. Okay.
And
so that's why I enjoy talking to you ladies because if I'm going through something, I want someone who feels my pain, has experienced something similar, so that I know that I'm talking to somebody who successfully navigated this. So people need what you have, ladies, and I thank you for putting yourselves out there. It takes a lot of courage to share a story.
And one that's a painful story.
Exactly.
And a lot of people like Shay said at the beginning, everybody's Facebook is all cute and nothing is wrong. It's all emerald green and it's just gorgeous. And it's the Emerald City, but we don't see the little crazy monkeys and the witch and all of that other stuff going on. They don't share that part of the story. They just they skip over, like, wait, somebody, I don't know who we were talking to, but they were talking about, I think it might have been Christy, where she was talking about the gurus. They skip over, and Coach Karen, you've said this, they skip over, you can be a 7-figure person in next month, and they're not telling you, how much product you need to buy, how many people you need to talk, but you can be part-time and earn this too. They're lying.
I mean, seriously, just tell the truth and shame the devil. Need to quit it. And so that's why people want to talk to you, ladies, because you're authentic. We know you're real, and you're approachable.
And Pat's over there on YouTube now too. Hi, Pat.
That is just moving. Hey, girl.
Yes. And so there's we need to keep it real because people coming up need help, and they need to understand that, okay, it's not going to be perfect. God, when He told us, He said there's going to be tribulation, but in the world there'll be tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. He didn't say it was like you are not going to experience anything wrong. You're just going to go through life and there won't be anything.
But He never lets anything you go through go to waste. You can waste it, but if you're willing to use it, He's willing to help you grow it.
The one that helps me whenever I'm going through something is that no weapon formed against you that prosper, but that doesn't mean a weapon won't form.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, ladies, what is your favorite cause or charity? Do you have a particular charity that you support, or a particular cause that you wanted to advocate for that surrounds what you do?
I don't have a particular charity that I found yet that resonate with me. We have enough development. My charity is buying groceries. Seriously, like sometimes when I'm in front of people in the line, I'll just buy somebody's groceries and it's
Paying it forward.
yeah, and it's so funny because before, like one time I did it, the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." She was like, "My dad just died yesterday." She was just going through the
Don't know you.
Always on time.
yeah.
Always on
I'm
time.
just like,
Always
well,
on time.
I just like doing stuff that I know goes directly
Yeah.
directly to the people, and it's just like why not just pay for someone's gas or pay for someone's car? Just have I just allot a certain amount of money a month to just do those random acts of kindness for someone else.
Right.
I like that random act of kindness.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. But one of the ones I took a break, but I really used to was called Listen Up Over Here, and it's for the hearing. And only because roughly about a year or two, I couldn't get out of my ear. I had no hearing, so it kind of
Resonating with you.
directly recorded, so I know what it feels like to not hear.
Yes, yes. Well, we over here at Biz Chicks are looking for opportunities to help people grow their businesses. So a lot of times what we do is we pro bono our services to help young people get started, like teenagers, women who are transitioning. So that's our major cause. So with that, I want to ask you to make sure we know how we can reach you, ladies.
Yes. So, if you are on the Facebook, please put your contact information in the chat. Or is there one location where people can go and find you and get all of your? Okay, I am Shay Hill on Twitter. Very good. Very good. And shayhill.com. So we want to be able to have people be able to find you. And I'm going to put that also, when you're finished, put it in the Facebook group.
Now, is this phone number on your page?
My website or my Facebook page? My website?
Any of your pages.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is the same number. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want you to make sure that we can find you, so we could reach out to you. This has been a really good another epic conversation, as Dr. Vibe talks about. I got to call him too, see what he's doing. But this was an epic conversation. We needed to hear it. We needed to talk about it. And self-love breakthrough plan. You really need to take time for self-love and do some quality things. But I like what you said. Wherever you're ready to step in and do that. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not ready to go there yet. But I will go here. But the main thing that I heard was get started.
Well, the other thing she mentioned too in part 4 was be patient with yourself. You know what you said, Shay?
Yes. I didn't always have patience. Let me tell you.
Be patient. Well, the problem is that tribulation worketh patience, and no one wants to do the tribulation part. So I stopped praying for patience. When I found out the scripture, I said, okay, I'm good, Lord.
Oh, man.
But if we don't go there, we won't get to where we really want to be without going through that part of the process.
I believe that challenges is a sign that it's time for you to go to the next level.
Right.
You feeling so, like, early when I say, I was feeling resistance because I was going to the next level. I was new in my business. It's like, whoa, are you really like this? You really doing this for real though? But it's your mind seriously saying, am I really doing this? Are you sure? Yes, you're sure. And it's like, choose yourself. Why not?
Right.
Wow. Thank you so much for sitting in with us today, Shay and Coach Karen. As always, we appreciate the time that you put in here. The people who are watching on the replay, we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank everybody who's going to listen to this on a podcast. Um, do something today to enhance your self love. Um, we'll be here tomorrow. TJ will be here giving us some tips on social for your business, how to use it correctly, and give you some tips and tools. And then Coach Karen will be with us on Wednesday, talking all about that money mindset masterclass. Thursday we'll be talking health and wellness. Friday we will be talking tech, and then we'll be back here on Monday. On Monday we will be having Sherry Burton Ways, and she's going to be talking about setting up your space, and she's an interior environment coach. And you would just think, oh, that's just decorating your house. Nope, it's a little bit more involved in that. She just got an award with Houzz, HOUZZ, .com.
Yes.
She just got an award over there, and so it's going to be a good time to hear from her. And like Shay was saying, setting up your 24-hour support system, well, your environment is part of that.
Ah, nice. Okay, guys.
So Terry, so everybody, thank you who watched on YouTube. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much for sitting in.
Glad I pop on today. Great show. It was really good.
Yes. And for everybody watching on YouTube, thank you for our inaugural, what is that, the maiden voyage using the Mevo.
Yes.
So thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook and Twitter. We want to thank you so much. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, guys. Don't forget to go to the front of your own line. Bye-bye.
Bye.